The human heart is a four-chambered muscular organ. This organ is about the size and shape of two fists put together. There are three different layers of tissue that form the heart wall. The outermost layer of the heart wall consists of the epicardium. The layer in between is the myocardium, and the innermost layer is the endocardium. Moving from there, we look at the four chambers that divide the heart: the right atrium, the left atrium, the right ventricle, and the left ventricle. The right and the left atria are thin-walled chambers that collect blood from the veins, while the left and right ventricles are thick-walled chambers that aggressively pump the blood in and out of the heart and into the body. The heart also consists of valves. Every pump needs a set of valves to make sure that the blood is flowing in and out of the heart in the correct direction. The major valves consist of the pulmonary valve, the tricuspid valve, the aortic valve, and the mitral valve. This is the general structure of the cardiovascular system. Here we have a picture of the internal view of the heart. In this picture, you can see the superior and inferior vena cava. These are two large veins that bring the blood from the body into the heart. You can also see the aorta, which is a major artery that is allowing the blood to flow back into the body from the heart. Another artery that is shown in this picture is the pulmonary artery, again allowing the blood to re-enter into the body. You can also see the four major chambers, which is the right atrium, the left atrium, the right ventricle, and the left ventricle. In this picture, you are also able to see the main valves: the mitral valve, the aortic valve, the tricuspid valve, and the pulmonary valve.
The function of the cardiovascular system is to supply tissues and organs with oxygen, nutrients, hormones, and other substances, and to carry away carbon dioxide and waste. It also maintains temperature, forms clots on open wounds, and fights diseases and infections. The cardiovascular system includes the blood, a bodily fluid that acts as a carrier for oxygen and nutrients, and is made up of plasma, red blood cells, and white blood cells. The blood also carries away waste products and carbon dioxide from the cells. The heart acts as a pump for blood to circulate through the body and to allow a constant supply of nutrients and oxygen and constant removal of waste. Constant flowing and movement of blood is necessary so that it can travel throughout the body and continue working its job. Blood vessels act as a channel that supply blood to organs and tissue and bring back deoxygenated blood to the heart. Blood vessels include arteries, which bring oxygenated blood from the heart to all parts of the body, made up of muscular tubes; capillaries, which are fine tubular vessels that branch out between arterioles and venules; and veins, which carry deoxygenated blood towards the heart, except umbilical and pulmonary; and muscles and valves help the blood to travel against gravity. The valves assist in keeping the pressure of the blood high enough so that it can continue moving. If the pressure is too low, the blood doesn't move fast enough and the cells don't get enough oxygen or nutrients.
The cardiovascular system has the most important role in maintaining homeostasis throughout your entire body. It pumps blood that provide nutrients and oxygen to every organ. Without this, our organs simply just would not operate the way we needed them to. It helps the nervous system provide oxygen to the brain and spinal cord. It also helps maintain your muscular system along with the kidneys and our biggest organ, the skin, to maintain homeostasis throughout your entire body. Like most average adults, you have probably encountered stress in your lifetime. Stress is any type of chemical change that can cause psychological, physical, or emotional strain on your body. It's pretty much just your body's way of telling you, hey, this needs attention. Stress triggers our fight or flight response in order to either fight the stressor at hand or run away from it. When you encounter sudden stress, your brain floods your body with chemicals and hormones such as adrenaline. Stress can cause a number of things, such as change of moods, headaches, loss of sleep, tension within your muscles, fatigue, memory loss, and even a change of appetite. If you undergo constant stress that is untreated, it can even higher your chances of a heart attack and type 2 diabetes. The 4 types of stress include acute stress, which occurs when you run into a stressful event all of a sudden. Chronic stress is that constant feeling of stress that just won't go away. It can be caused by everyday pressure of work or maybe even traumatic experiences. Episodic acute stress occurs when you get those frequent bursts of acute stress. It may look like always constantly feeling like you're in a rush, running late, or maybe that feeling of being disorganized all the time. Eustress is actually a beneficial stress. It's important for us to go through this type of stress in our lives. Without it, we wouldn't be who we are. Some examples of this are going on your first date, riding a roller coaster, or maybe even that anticipation leading up to your first day at a new job. Some stress can, if gone untreated for a long time, can have serious effects on your long-term health.
The disruption of homeostasis in this situation caused symptoms such as shakiness, racing heartbeat, chest pain, exhaustion or fatigue, tense muscles, and high blood pressure. Symptoms like these are caused by high adrenaline and or cortisol levels. Adrenaline is what elevates blood pressure, increases heart rate, and boosts energy, while cortisol increases glucose availability for the brain and tissue repair. These changes get the body ready for fast action to change whatever is causing the stress. Overproduction of adrenaline and or cortisol can cause high heart rate and blood pressure, strain on heart and blood vessels, abnormal heart rhythm, stroke, heart attacks, high blood pressure, heart disease, and mental health problems such as anxiety, depression, and other disorders. Many believe that stress only causes emotional or mental issues. However, it can physically affect you as well. When too much adrenaline and cortisol are released, this causes not only high cortisol and adrenaline levels can pose a threat to both physical and emotional health.
In a recent study done this year, it showed that there is a 33% of the population that feels stress on a daily basis. Also, stress can cause 48% of the population to lose sleep, which can create a weakened immune system and also speed up the aging process. 13% of children will acquire anxiety due to stress, which in turn can cause long-term problems such as anxiety disorders and can lead to depression. 77% of the people acquire more physical health-related problems. This can include, or you can become more of a risk of a stroke, a heart attack, loss of sleep, insomnia, obesity, diabetes, heart disease, cancer, and a weakened immune system, again, as well as speeding up the aging process. This is because the heart has to pump faster and you have more trouble breathing. In a study shown, the United States of America placed 54th in 74 countries of having the most stress. We come in at about a 25.7%. In that study, it showed that Nigeria had a 70.1%, making it the most stress-filled country, and Norway comes in last with a 5.4%.